On our website, you can get PDF learning materials for free. Please visit englist.me.
Numb.
Unable to feel physical sensation and movement, not showing human feeling or sensitivity.
Examples:
Numb with cold. A numb mind. My left arm became numb.
Cuticle.
The outermost layer of skin, hair, or nails, a thin protective layer covering the surface of plants or insects.
Examples:
Protective cuticle. Nail cuticle. Dry and cracking cuticles can be a sign of vitamin deficiency.
Mope.
To feel sad, gloomy, or dejected, to be in a state of low spirits or lack of energy, to move or act in a sluggish or listless manner.
Examples:
Continue to mope for hours. Mope around town. After receiving disappointing news, she couldn't help but mope around the house all day.
Wonk.
A person who is very interested in or knowledgeable about a particular subject, especially one regarded as dry or nerdy.
Examples:
Book wonk. Tech wonk. The political wonk analyzed every detail of the debate.
Disorganize.
To disrupt or destroy the systematic order or function of something.
Examples:
Disorganize the party. Disorganize the whole country. His betrayal disorganized the company completely.
Reckon.
To think or believe something.
Examples:
Hard to reckon. Reckon the company as a rival. He reckons that corruption was rampant in the regime.
Pluck.
To pull or draw something, especially with sudden force or effort, to strip of feathers.
Examples:
Pluck a gray hair. Pluck out weeds. She plucked the flowers off the bush.
Quirk.
A peculiar behavior, habit, or characteristic that is distinctive to an individual or group.
Examples:
Personality quirk. A quirk of fate. One of her quirks is that she always wears mismatched socks.
Non-stop.
Without intermediate stops between source and destination.
Examples:
A non-stop run. Non-stop talk. We tend to choose non-stop flights when we travel.
Blush.
To become red in the face from embarrassment, shame, or modesty.
Examples:
Blush bright red. Blush for my mistake. She blushed when the boy complimented her.
Jealousy.
A feeling of resentment or bitterness towards someone because they have something that you desire.
Examples:
jealousy feeling towards another person. Burn with jealousy. His jealousy of his brother's success caused a rift in their relationship.
Slam.
To shut a door or window noisily, to strike something violently or noisily.
Examples:
slam the door. Slam the book against a wall. She slammed the door shut, angry at the person on the other side.
Scorecard.
A written or printed card or document used to record and keep track of scores, especially in sports competitions or games, a summary or evaluation of performance, progress, or achievements in a specific area.
Examples:
performance scorecard. Marketing scorecard. The teacher handed out the scorecards for the final exam.
Pretension.
The act of claiming or asserting something, especially without good reason or without evidence, an unfounded or excessive claim or ambition.
Examples:
pretension to authority. Baseless pretension. His pretensions of being a gourmet were quickly exposed when he could not identify basic herbs and spices.
Paperclip.
A small metal clip, typically circular, used to hold sheets of paper together.
Examples:
paperclip chain. Unbend a paperclip. She used a metal paperclip to hold the broken necklace together temporarily.
Tack.
A method of changing the course of a sailing vessel by turning the bow through the wind so that the wind switches from one side of the vessel to the other, a course of action or strategy, particularly in politics or business. Verb, to fasten or attach something, such as pinning or nailing an object in place.
Examples:
change tack. Tack to the refrigerator door. I need to change the tack of the sailboat to avoid hitting the rocks.
Metropolis.
A large and densely populated city, typically the most important city or the capital of a country or region, a major center of commerce, culture, and activity.
Examples:
metropolis skyline. Bustling metropolis. Paris is a romantic metropolis famous for its art, fashion, and cuisine.
WAN.
Looking pale or sickly, lacking vitality or energy.
Examples:
wan light. A wan smile. His wan complexion showed that he was feeling very ill.
Promenade.
A stroll or walk, often taken in a public place or park, a public place for walking or strolling, often filled with shops or vendors, a dance movement in which the partners move around the floor in a circle or similar pattern.
Examples:
evening promenade. Promenade in the park. The boardwalk by the beach was a beautiful promenade for tourists and locals alike.
Poppy.
A plant with large, showy flowers of various colors, including red, pink, yellow, and white, and a capsule containing small seeds, and some species of poppy are used to produce opium and its derivatives.
Examples:
Poppy tea, poppy seeds. She wore a red poppy on her lapel to honor the veterans.
Photogenic.
Having an attractive appearance or quality when photographed, appearing well in photographs or on film.
Examples:
Photogenic face, photogenic nature. The actress was extremely photogenic, making her a sought-after model for many beauty brands.
Pompous.
Having or exhibiting excessive self-esteem or exaggerated dignity, very grand and elaborate.
Examples:
In a pompous manner. Pompous wedding. He often adopts a pompous attitude when speaking in public.
Confetti.
Small pieces of colored paper or other material that are thrown around on festive occasions, especially in celebration or as part of the decoration.
Examples:
Confetti party. Confetti-filled balloons. We threw confetti at the wedding to celebrate the happy couple.
Cannon.
A large, heavy gun fired from a fixed position or mounted on a vehicle, used in warfare or hunting.
Examples:
Cannon salute. Cannonball. The heavy cannon fired a loud shot that echoed across the battlefield.
Preempt.
To act in advance, to prevent something or to replace it with something else.
Examples:
Preempt a financial crisis. Preempt trouble. The government preempted the release of sensitive information.
Greedy.
Having or showing an intense or insatiable desire for wealth, status, power, or food.
Examples:
Greedy person. Greedy for money. His greedy behavior led him to steal from the company.
Banker.
A person who is in charge of or has an important job in a bank.
Examples:
Central bankers. Investment banker. Bankers are only willing to lend with good security.
Potpourri.
A mixture of dried, naturally fragrant plant materials, a mixture or medley of different things, especially a collection or assortment of various pleasant or interesting elements, such as smells, colors, or ideas.
Examples:
Aromatic potpourri. Floral potpourri. The gift basket was filled with a delightful potpourri of scented candles, bath bombs, and chocolates.
Origami.
The Japanese art or practice of folding paper into decorative shapes and figures.
Examples:
Origami paper. Origami art. I love making origami cranes during my free time.
Unfold.
To open up or spread out something that is folded or rolled up, to reveal or disclose something that was previously hidden or unknown.
Examples:
Unfold the story. Unfold the stroller. The mystery unfolded as the detectives gathered more clues.
Imprison.
To confine a person to a prison, a detention facility, or a place of involuntary confinement.
Examples:
Imprison illegal immigrant. Imprison myself within the room. He was imprisoned for embezzlement.
Sham.
Something that is not as good or true as it seems to be and is intended to deceive people, a person who pretends to be something they are not.
Examples:
A sham battle. Turn out to be all sham. The data he prepared was completely sham.
Grandparent.
A parent of one's father or mother.
Examples:
Great-grandparent. Person of grandparent age. She was close to her paternal grandparents and often spent summers with them.
Persecute.
To subject someone to hostility, ill-treatment, or harassment, especially because of their race, religion, or political beliefs, to oppress or mistreat someone because of their identity.
Examples:
Persecute minorities. Persecute for small debts. The government's crackdown on free speech was seen as an attempt to persecute journalists and media outlets.
Succumb.
To fail to oppose something, such as desire, pressure, or some other opposing force, to die or suffer badly from the effect of a disease or injury.
Examples:
Succumb to cancer. Succumb to old age. He finally succumbed to temptation.
Brighten.
To make or become lighter or more radiant in color or appearance, to become happier, livelier, or more cheerful, to enhance or improve the brightness or quality of something.
Examples:
Brighten the future. Brighten your mood. A fresh coat of paint will brighten up the room.
Nebula.
A cloud of gas and dust in space, visible in the night sky, typically as a diffuse light source.
Examples:
A spiral nebula. Emission nebula. The galactic nebula was a beautiful sight through the telescope, with its vibrant colors and swirling clouds.
Flare.
Natural and impressive talent or ability, particularly in creativity or self-expression, a distinct style or appearance that is unique and eye-catching.
Examples:
Flair for design. Creative flair. The chef's artistic flair was evident in the beautifully presented dish.
Broth.
A liquid in which meat, fish, or vegetables have been cooked, used as a base for soups and stews.
Examples:
Chicken broth. Remains of broth. I always add a bit of broth to my soup to give it more flavor.
Outshine.
To be more brilliant, striking, or impressive than, to outdo or excel.
Examples:
Outshine his teacher. Outshine expectations. The new singer outshined all the others on stage with her powerful voice.
Sunspot.
A temporary dark patch that appears on the sun's surface as a result of reduced surface temperature.
Examples:
Sunspot activity. Sunspot period. The number of sunspots on the sun's surface varies over time, following an 11-year cycle.
Gunshot.
The sound or act of firing a gun or other firearm, usually accompanied by a loud explosion and a projectile that is propelled toward the target.
Examples:
Gunshot wound. Gunshot residue. The loud gunshot startled the wildlife in the nearby forest.
Evaporate.
To turn a liquid into a gas, to become less intense and disappear gradually.
Examples:
Evaporate the water. Evaporate almost overnight. The sun will evaporate the mist.
Savage.
Extremely wild, ferocious, or uncivilized.
Examples:
Reply in a savage voice. Savage attack. The animal was injured and became savage, attacking anyone who approached.
Shadowy.
Dark, dim, or vague, as if obscured by shadows, mysterious or uncertain.
Examples:
Shadowy doorway. Shadowy past. The shadowy figure in the corner of the room made me uneasy.
Harden.
To make something firm, solid, or resistant, to toughen or strengthen physically or emotionally, to become more rigid or less flexible.
Examples:
Harden your heart. Harden clay. She had to harden her stance on the issue to gain support from her colleagues.
Plexus.
A network of nerves, blood vessels, or lymphatic vessels that are interconnected or interwoven, a complex structure or system with many different parts.
Examples:
Brachial plexus. Lumbosacral plexus. A chiropractor may use spinal adjustments to alleviate pressure on the sacral plexus.
Singe.
To burn something slightly or superficially, usually by mistake.
Examples:
Singe off the hair over the flames. Singe the edges of a fabric. I didn't realize the iron was still hot and singed my dress.
Retina.
The innermost light-sensitive membrane covering the back wall of the eyeball.
Examples:
Retinal cells. Retina scanner. Damage to the retina may play a role in the development of glaucoma.
Razor.
A sharp blade used for shaving or cutting hair.
Examples:
Razor blade. An electric razor. He shaved with a razor to get a close shave.
Reptilian.
Resembling or characteristic of reptiles, a diverse group of cold-blooded animals that are characterized by their scaly skin, internal fertilization, and typically laying eggs on land, cold-blooded, crafty or treacherous.
Examples:
Reptilian behavior. Reptilian brain. The ancient Egyptians revered several reptilian deities, including the serpent goddess Wadjet.
Vermilion.
A bright red pigment or color, a shade of red resembling the color of mercury sulfide.
Examples:
Vermilion lips. Vermilion pigment. She painted the walls of her bedroom a vibrant vermilion.
Resilient.
Able to withstand or recover quickly from difficult conditions.
Examples:
A hard and resilient steel. Resilient population. She is a resilient person and has always bounced back from setbacks.
Adversity.
Difficulties or hardships that someone faces.
Examples:
Environmental adversity. Struggling with adversity. The team demonstrated great resilience in the face of adversity and won the game.